scooting. Okay. No, stop it.
It's like, why are you clapping? Usually whenever you clap, she's like, I'm in trouble.
Breath doing that.
You need to do my program. I don't know why you do that. Hey guys, I am Michelle Nicole.
And I'm Jayla.
And we are
Two brown dots. Killing the game.
Killing the game. You had to beat me to it. Killing the game all the time.
Yes, we are. Killing the game all the time. I had to beat your to it.
You did. You really did.
Oh, wait. First minute. It's fine.
It's fine. Bleep Jayla out this time. I already cursed before, like while we were scooting in.
Oh,
I forgot what I said. That's how bad I am. So at least you know. It could be worse.
It's okay. Just cut it out. I just want to say we look really glam today.
Oh my God. Yes,
your glitter and your lashes.
Thank you.
The top.
Do you see your red lipstick? Everybody sees that fucking red lipstick and you better fucking like it. Oh, wow.
Is it on my teeth?
No, I would have told you because that's what real friends do. You let friends know if there's lipstick on their teeth. Okay.
Sorry, I was sitting on my phone. Anyways.
Oh my God.
Yes. We look amazing today.
Fucking great. And it totally goes into our episode today, which is all about being bad and bougie. Yes.
Bad and bougie. Bad and bougie. Bad and bougie. Bad and bougie. Bad and bougie.
This is some hot sugar, y'all. That's what this topic is all about. Some hot sugar, bad and bougie shit.
Yes.
So let's go. What we're going to do is define what the hell being bad and bougie really means. And we're going to talk about all those other like females that have a name to them. Y'all know what I mean. That hot summer girl, that alpha female.
Yes.
And honestly, just like the bad bitch. And she's just not a bad bitch. She is a bad bitch. So
she's a boss.
Y'all.
Boss lady. Because I'm bossy.
Yeah.
I'm the
boss bitch.
Yes.
Oh my God.
All the wonderful titles of being bad and bougie.
That is perfect. And y'all better recognize by the time we're done with this fucking episode.
Yes.
Yes.
That we are bad and bougie and so are you.
See, and we're going to talk about that because I'm like, I don't really necessarily define myself as bougie. I know I'm a fucking bad bitch.
Yeah.
But I also, so we'll get into it because I'm like, I have my ideas.
Yes. Let's melt some sugar.
Melt some
sugar.
Yes. So, Jayla, you got to tell me though, what type of woman do you think you are? Like, who can, what can you relate to the most whenever it comes to these women? And even if I didn't mention one, you know, like, you think of a different one, who do you resonate with more?
Yes. Okay. So I'm not sure if there's one specific that I can really like say that I relate to the most. I think that
I know who you could. I got you.
Oh, geez, she knows. I think that a lot of these titles, they come a lot from songs and culture and everything. And a lot of times I really think of like actresses when I think of like a bad mama jamma. You know, and
bad mother, shut your mouth.
Yes. And like hot girl summer, that's all I've been talking to Michelle about is that like, I just want to get into hot girl summer. I want a hot girl summer body. I want to take pictures by the poolside, which what pool is going to be open this summer? We're going to find out.
We'll make our own freaking pool.
I know. I'm like, if we could just make a kiddie pool and I stand by it, I don't care.
My mom and I, down.
But I just think of hot girl summer as something that I'm always talking about. I think being a boss is something that I talk about. I'm not sure that's the thing. I'm not sure if there's one specific woman or anything like that I can relate to. I think, category wise, maybe.
Like, who can you relate to the most? Like
my grandmother.
The fuck? What the fuck? Okay, first of all, you just said hot girl summer.
Yeah.
Why? I'm so surprised you haven't mentioned Megan Thee Stallion yet.
Well, because Megan Thee Stallion.
She too bougie for you? Is that what it is? She too bougie? I'm going to hashtag Megan.
I love Megan Thee Stallion. I know a lot of her music. I love Megan Thee Stallion. I absolutely love Megan Thee Stallion. I know a lot of her music.
Hey, Megan.
Yes. Hey, girl. Hey. If we met Megan Thee Stallion, I need her to show me how she pops her booty on the floor like that.
Please show my best friend how to twerk Megan Thee Stallion.
Please.
Oh my God. I would get that all on camera. I would be so happy to see that.
I feel like I look like world's biggest weirdo every time I try.
You have a bunny kind of pop, a bunny pop, bunny pop, bunny pop. That's what you got.
Don't do that. Wow.
Proof, though.
I feel like everybody just.
What's a bunny pop?
Yeah. Is she gonna do it? No.
Dang it! I was about to say maybe she'll do it, y'all. Just she'll do a little bit. That's called a bunny pop.
And have some fun.
Everybody else be like bunny popping too, though. They be like, okay.
No, sometimes I just think that like I'm too princessy. Sometimes
You do sleep like a queen.
I just like to think of myself. I want to be a bad bitch. Don't laugh.
I'm supporting you. Yes.
Whatever. I said. We're just gonna laugh this entire fucking episode.
That's fine.
I want to be a bad bitch. Here's the thing. I told Michelle that I have issues saying the word sexy because I'm a color guard technician and I teach high school students.
Who are babies. Y'all ain't grown.
Right. They're not grown. And I'm sitting over here cussing on a podcast, but I can't say the word sexy because when I talk to my students, we say sassy. And I just don't. So every time I say the word, it makes me cringe. Like I feel like my student is staring at me.
At least you have some sort of like blockade because I'm like, look, the real world, in the real world,
they
say all kinds of shit, and sometimes the shit don't even like really make sense, but it still means something.
That's true. That's very, very true.
Yeah, everybody's got words like that. Like it's not like you don't feel sexy. It's more the idea of really just saying it.
Exactly. It's just the words, but I do feel it. I feel it. Not all the time.
When do you feel it? When do you feel it the most, though? Because I know moments for me, whenever I feel sexy.
Yeah.
It's those moments whenever I'm in my bedroom and, like, you walking around, like, being a little bit free with your clothing and stuff like that. You catch yourself in the mirror.
Yes.
And it's like, damn, why hasn't anybody, like, snatched this up yet? Damn. Ooh, they missing out. Damn. Like, that's whenever I feel the most sexy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. I think I feel the most sexy after I have groomed and then I've done something fun with my makeup.
Yeah.
Not to say that my natural face isn't something nice to look at, definitely, but
it is fucking great to look at. And anybody who gets to like look at her face whenever it doesn't have makeup on, you're fucking privileged. I just want to go ahead and let you know that, because if anyone got that twisted, then we would have a problem. Okay. Okay.
Well, thanks, best friend.
You're welcome.
My God.
I'm your bodyguard.
But I think that when I'm doing the things that make me happy, that's when I feel the most sexy. I think that when after I get my nails done, and I get to take my beauty pictures, and you see my beautiful nails, not right now,
but they're nails. Some people ain't got nails, Jayla. You gotta appreciate
that.
The little
just
things.
Escalated. Really fast.
You gotta appreciate the little shit.
Some people ain't got nails.
So did you ever define the type of like bitch you are? First of all, can we talk about the BITCH word? Because there is like this cliche controversy on whether bitch is a word that you should use.
Oh, yeah.
In a positive light or a negative light. Like, obviously, negative's easy. And then we all know the factual meaning of bitch is a female dog. Fuck you. Okay, we want to talk about, is it something that you should use or not to describe, your femininity? Yeah.
I think focusing on positive aspects of it is okay.
I think so, too.
And the second you use it out of that context is when it becomes a problem.
Exactly.
Yes. Nobody should be calling you that and meaning it in a negative way. Male or female.
Like, if you call me a fucking tomato and I see a serious look in your eye, we got a fucking problem, Ranch. Like, I'm about to, like, take you out on the salad. Right. Like, for real.
You just went.
Did you see what I did there, though? You see what I did? You want some salt and some pepper on that? Because I got it. I'll shake it down.
Simmer down. Like, Oh my God.
So use it in a positive light. That's what we want to do.
Yes, we want to use it in a positive light so that it spreads awareness that, like, if you're using it in a negative way, then there's no, like, you're messing around. Let's move on from talking about.
Well, what's your favorite type of woman?
Oh, okay. I like a woman who carries herself really well. And what I mean by that is, like, they have a special kind of confidence. Even if they're, like, going through some struggles, they still have this energy about them that, like, it's me, but how I perceive to the world is you're still able to sense the confidence of what they have going on.
Best friend.
What did I do?
Am I one of those women who you think I look like one of those women? You think I look like one of those? You think I look like what is that? Is it a fuzzy?
On your chin.
She can't help it. She sheds.
But yes, you are. You're a beautiful woman who carries yourself really well.
You know what? Like, you're so good at, like, holding your composure. I literally, like, ever since I've been best friends with this fucking badass woman over here, she's got the filter that, like, makes the world go round. I do not. So, like,
no, you don't.
I don't. I really fucking don't. Like, I will stop the world in the tracks and everyone's going to be like, did she really just say that? Yeah, she did.
She did.
That's
meant it.
And fucking meant it. So deal with it. But Jayla, she will say things in ways that will make things progress still. And, you know, like, at least, like, you do what needed to be done. I will say, you fucked up. And I'm going to fix it for you if you don't. Like, that's like I get so direct with shit.
I like to, let's all figure it out together.
I'm too impatient.
We're all going to figure it out together. I know all the tools for you to succeed, but I'm going to walk you through so that we all succeed together, because that's how you develop a community.
Fucking keep up. Okay. Now, if you need help, ask me. If I know you need help, I'm going to help you.
We're all trying to be bad and bougie. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
Are we all trying to be bad and bougie?
Yes. We all want to be bad and bougie, Michelle. Okay. You think you're trying to get passive income just to, like...
Oh, yeah. I see what you mean. People who actually want to be bad and bougie, yes. I see you. Mm-hmm. I fucking see you. Can we talk about bougie, though?
Yes.
What the fuck is bougie? Because I feel like you have more experience with that shit.
I feel like bougie... I don't know. Because I don't... Because here's the thing. It's another one of those words of... looking at it in a negative way, but it can also still be positive. And sometimes I can even relate bougie to being stuck up. And it's like, well, it's not necessarily being stuck up, you know. Mm-hmm. It doesn't necessarily have to be like that. It's just also can be
knowing what you want.
Exactly. Knowing the things that you want, knowing what you're getting after, knowing where you're going, knowing where you came from. Like, it's just you just know things that maybe some other people wouldn't know, but you don't want to obviously put those people down just because you know you've had more experiences in those aspects, in those categories than they have. Mm-hmm. So that's why it's like bougie. You want to be bougie, but you don't want to be like, get away from me. We can't sit at the same table.
That makes me think mean girl.
Exactly. You don't want to be a mean girl. Don't be mean to your friends.
Can I tell you what I feel about bougie?
Yes.
I think bougie is like, it's misconceived. Because whenever you think bougie, it's like you think sloppy. And it's not about being sloppy or more ghetto, per se. Mm-hmm. I think being bougie is about knowing what you want and acting on it. Mm-hmm. And not giving a fuck how everybody else feels about it. I think that's what bougie is.
Yeah.
Now, you can say that's being bad, but I think being bad is just holding your own. Mm-hmm. You know?
Because you can do bad all by yourself.
Yeah.
Mary J. Blige taught me that.
Yeah, I think that's what bougie is. And like, if you don't understand bougie, that probably means you're not bougie. Obviously.
It means you have some work to do. Some more growth. You have some growing to do. You have some things that maybe you still haven't, I don't want to say accomplished, but haven't conquered. some lessons you haven't learned yet to get you in the headspace that it's okay? No?
I don't necessarily agree with that because bougie to me isn't a goal. Like, to be bad would be a goal.
Yeah.
Bougie, like, just knowing,
well,
just be a style and stuff. Like, and I'd rather want to work to be confident in who I am.
Yeah.
Whereas you could say bougie is that too, but to me, to like come off as if you're like fucking ghetto and you're proud of it, like fuck it, like that's what bougie is to me. And it doesn't, like, if you understand that part of it, like where it's really not a bad thing, then you are probably bougie, like, because you understand that shit.
Yes.
You know? But if you're not from the hood, if you ain't fucking got some big ass nails and you know about it, like, that's what fucking bougie is to me. It's like a whole different type of culture. Bad, I feel like anybody can be a bad bitch. You just gotta build your confidence up. That's my opinion, though.
Yes. No, I completely hear you out, and I think that what I mean by goal, the goal is not to be bougie. The goal is to reach the confidence, have those lessons, get the growth, so that you can be confident. And some people some people might look at you and think, damn, she's bougie. It's like, no, she's just got the lessons and the growth to,
that makes sense,
to feel the way that she wants to feel.
So do you think any type of woman is better than the other?
No, not necessarily.
She got deep. She really started thinking on
here we
that
go.
one.
So my thing that I've been focusing on here in the last year and lately is having compassion, but not tolerating the behavior. And I can have compassion for what's happening to another woman, but that doesn't mean that doesn't make excuses. That doesn't mean I have to tolerate you doing what you're doing to me or to other people. I don't have to hang around you. So I wouldn't say that every one woman is better than another. It's just having the tools to better your headspace. And I don't know, I would look at it more so as every experience can be a learning experience. So even if this person, how they behave isn't how I would behave, I can still learn from the experience that I'm getting with them, you know, to know that, okay, that's not something that I would want to do, but it just because I frown on it doesn't mean it's bad, because it still got them to where they're headed.
Yeah.
You know, it may not be how I'm trying to get there, but, you know, we all want to feel happy. Maybe I'm speaking for too many people, but at least I do. I want to feel happy and spread the happiness, and I want everybody else to as well. But how you get there is your walk of life, and nobody has the same. So
you're so deep. So, like, hands down, one of these bitches has got to be better than the other.
Oh my gosh!
One of them's got to be way better than the other. I think they all have a common denomination whenever it comes to characterizing the trend. Yes. But at the same time, someone's got to be better than the other. Like, regard to, like, if I were to classify it, I would probably put it on a scale of who's going to do the world more justice than the other. Okay. Now, with that in mind, I think probably the alpha female would do that. And I only say that because to be an alpha female, you have to be okay with being the odd one out and having the majority look at you like you're the insane one. And which is why that's the type of woman that I identify with. It's not so much being a bad bitch. It's not about being bad and bougie. And it's not about being hot girl summer. It's more about alpha female shit. I am a boss bitch, and you have to make decisions for a team that sometimes may not be the most palpable. So I think the alpha female is the fucking best. And whenever I think alpha, I also think Marines. I think Army. I think just soldier type warrior spirit. And it's because, like, we need some major change, and I'm an Aries, so I am so comfortable with change, and I love progression. And whatever the fuck the beliefs are, like, I'm not getting that deep into this. It's more of the idea of who's going to cause greater change than the other. And I think the alpha bitch would do it. the alpha female. Yeah.
I understand. I hear you out.
What, first of all, whenever it comes to men,
yes,
why don't you think they have as many names? Because, like, so our handy dandy board over there, I came up with this topic and I was like, there's no real, like, there's no bad bitch for a guy. There's no, like, boss woman for a guy. Like, what the names that came to my mind at the forefront was, I had the player, a real man, a macho man, and the fuckboy. I got those descriptions or those trends that have came up for men. Yeah. So it's like, why do you think maybe we don't have, like, more men empowering titles or trends?
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure there's a right or wrong answer to this question, but something that comes up is sometimes men might have this is a man's world.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of mentality. And maybe that's just been going on since the beginning of time, if you will. And it's just culture and it just carries on by generation. And if nobody's there to challenge it, then that's just, it is what it is. So it kind of just, men don't have to, like, women have to push harder because for some reason it's a man's world when we're all human beings.
It's so swampy because, like I said, there's not a lot of titles that really describe a guy on the more positive note. Now, my mind is like, look, guys are simpler creatures. That's why I like a man, because my mind will go 10 million places in 1 minute, but a guy will be like on square 2 the whole fucking time, and it's like, babe, this is what it is. You're overthinking this. And I'm like, you're right. Thank you for just being my man and telling me that. That's all I need. Yeah. Now, with that being said, it's like not a lot of guys mature fast enough. So I think, especially for the type of like music, you know, like bad bitch, alpha female, boss bitch, hot girl summer, that's all coming out to ages between 18, 16 even, to like 31. And men may not actually want to settle down until they're 32 and older, you know? So we get player, or they get player and fuckboy and men ain't shit. And it's like, no, there are really some old school guys out there in our day and age. There's not many. There's really not, because of all the influences. Yes.
I mean, you could think of words like chivalrous.
Chivalry is dead. That's where my mind goes. Like, that's how much bigger that phrase is than just chivalry isn't dead, or just being chivalrous.
Or gentleman.
Yeah, I'm 26 right now, and I have ran into one gentleman out of my whole dating history. One, really. And who was upfront about it, at least. I should square that away. Who's very upfront about doing that. Yeah.
I haven't come across any.
It's hard. And it's like, I wonder if guys think that that's not acceptable. Like men, or maybe men think that women want to have that guy who is more of a player, more of a fuckboy. And it's like, the mystery that you're causing here with this woman is driving her crazy, not for good reasons. So me as a female, I want to be driven crazy because I want to flirt with you. And I want to go and like have so much fun because that's what we do. Now, don't drive me crazy because you think you don't need to text me back and you're bored. You'll get cut off in a second. I'm too old for that shit now. But whenever you're younger, you don't realize that.
Yeah. And you know, and I haven't met any, but because I also think of like role models, like my grandfather and my dad, they have gentleman-esque behavior. You know, they've shown me some things, but as far as like when I think romantic relationships and getting myself out there, I haven't really come across a gentleman. I think it's just being that alpha female to set the trend. How about that?
Okay. Yeah. So we need like an alpha male to set a better, more empowering trend. Like the real man trend makes me think this guy just wants to get married, and he can hold a strong ass woman down and all that good shit. And it's like, that's what every guy should strive to be. But like, is it really? Like, honestly, to me, it's like, I just want a guy that's cool with himself and respects a woman's feelings. In which I've ran into a few guys that are like, look, I am not in the place to date because I am focusing way more on myself.
Yeah.
In hindsight, I can appreciate that. But being in that situation, it's frustrating because you're like, but my shit's all together. Like, that's such an excuse. What do you mean? It's like, no, like, guys are simpler creatures. They need the time to focus on themselves. And if you really get mad at that, then you need a real man who is more susceptible to going on dates and getting to know you and grow a relationship, because if that's what you want, then you need to work with somebody or grow with somebody who is on that same level. Don't be over here waiting for anybody that's not that. I openly told you I'm not there yet. You don't know what they went through, or maybe you do and you don't want to accept it. So the last question I got for you, Jayla.
Oh my gosh. Oh, we still have another question.
This is one more. That's all right. So, what type of guy do you think fits you more? Like whenever it comes to the bad bitch shit.
I don't want to say need.
I want. As her best friend, I can say she needs.
I want a masculine kind of guy.
Ain't no motherfuckers. I'm sorry, Ryan.
Why do you have to do this to me?
Because whenever guy comes into your life next, I'm gonna be like, look, I'm gonna need you to be a little hard, okay?
I like a really masculine kind of guy. I like a gentleman. I like a guy who Stop it. Oh my gosh. I like a guy who will tell me where we can both grow. I like a leading man.
Yes, Lord.
I like a leading man, but also he still understands where my headspace is, and he still takes my feelings into consideration. That's probably a really big thing.
Yeah.
Is that I really need you to, I want you to take the lead, but still have my feelings in mind. Don't just make a decision for both of us thinking that I would be okay with it because I want you to lead. Like, no, actually see my headspace. And if you have to second guess it, obviously I wouldn't want you to do that, but I would rather you ask more questions than you just go off and do something that, you know, makes it seem as if I was okay with it.
I fucking hated that. So whenever I was first becoming like involved with guys in like a more intimate way, like they would make decisions for me in regards to, I'm only going to hurt you because I don't think I can ever be good enough for you. I've had a guy say that to me before. And I literally looked at him. Whenever he said that to me, I was like, I don't even know what I want. So I don't know what you mean.
The guy that I want to be with, or that there's potential for, I don't ever want him to think that I'm clingy or I'm bugging him too much. Yes. It's always on in my head that like I'm just bothering him all the time, or that I'm always in his head, and I'm not trying to always be in your head. I'm trying to communicate. And when you put me in a corner, when you tell me I can only talk to you during nobody. And when you tell me that there's only certain times of day that I can speak to you, that there's only XYZ things that I can do with you, and when you limit me, that's when it gets really hard. That's when things get really hard.
I wail out. So like I'm crazy bitch, because I will be like, what's your fucking problem, you know? I feel like guys, okay, so I want to tap in on the idea of being emotionally detached. Now, my coaching program, it involves like, so it's called Completely Raw Coaching, because I want my clients to not be afraid of the feelings that they're feeling. I'm guilty of even like struggling with that. Jayla fucking knows. Like, I'm typically an expert at it, but sometimes, you know, your fucking feelings can swamp you. And I don't know if you guys have maybe researched or heard from another friend, like where guys actually are way more sensitive than women. Okay. Now, taking that all in stride, the idea of them feeling like they need to be emotionally detached to be with a woman tells me that they're a coward. Okay. And I say that with as much kindness of my heart, because I met some really great guys who are emotionally detached and they feel like they're never ever going to date ever again because they loved once and they had their heart broken.
Right.
You're afraid of facing your feelings. That's literally all that is. And so to say that you need to emotionally detach yourself, it's really just telling yourself that you want to take more control of your feelings. And if I shit you guys not, if you actually feel your feelings, you don't have to always rely on your mind for what decisions you're going to make with any type of emotional decision you need to make. Like maybe you need to relocate for your job. Maybe you need to go live with your grandparent for a little bit because they need help. That's an emotional decision, okay? Mm-hmm. Now, if you learn your emotions instead of shying away from them, you're going to come to a point where it's like, I recognize this emotion. I know what the hell I'm feeling. And my mind automatically knows I don't feel too good about this. I'm not going to pursue. Okay.
What type of man do you think would match your type of woman?
Okay. So I think the type of guy that would match my type of woman, it would have to be a real man. And I only say that because a real man, in my perspective, is the guy who does have his shit together and is not emotionally afraid of his shits or his emotions. Not afraid of that shit. He can make alpha decisions for the best of us. And I'm not saying the both of us for a reason. I'm saying the best of us. Because if a real man makes a decision for himself and he's in a relationship, he's considering all of the above. So I feel like the best man for me, being an alpha female, definitely gonna be that real man aspect. He's got his financial situation together, so no excuses as to why we can't go out and he can't treat me. And it's not because I want to, it's because he feels like he should. It's just I could give a fuck about money, whereas like most guys I run into are like, I don't have enough to treat you the way that you want. And it's like, oh, that's so sweet, but like I just want to appreciate your company. Yeah. Whereas a real man would be like, that's not even a question in my mind. I'm trying to get to know you, mama. You know, like I want that real man. I want a guy who is like, hey bitch, I think you're fucking cool. Let's hang out because my stuff is together, but I'm not trying to like get married right now. Like that's the in between for me. So like personally wise, that's the in between for me. But being with an alpha female, a real man is probably going to be the best fit because he'll be able to handle her decisions too, and he's going to be able to either one up her or settle her down because he's going to understand whenever you got to make like hard decisions like that. He'll understand the mentality behind it.
Let me ask you another question.
Oh God. Okay.
What do you hope women in the future we didn't even go over that one. Let's do that one. Okay, so Michelle.
Yeah.
What do you hope women in the future think of these trends?
I hope in the future, like after like hot girl summer and alpha female, bad bitch, boss bitch, all of those trends, like I hope they realize that it took history to get us able to talk about those types of women freely because they all stand on the idea of confidence. Yes. I think that hopefully in like 2069, like people feel like, oh shit, we're both equal now. Like we probably more than likely will have a female president by that time. Yeah. I'm rooting for it. Like women have really been belittled, you know, most of our times. And, you know, to be into 2021, it's like we have progressed. And even though we haven't been living in the 1920s and seen prohibition and females not having the right to vote, like this is huge for us to be able to like shake our asses and shake our titties because like we can, and no one's gonna look at us like we are wrong for doing that, and we have all the right to be the first vice president of the United States. We have all the right to do those things. So I hope that people look back and appreciate it. And like, you know, even in the 3000s, is that what it would be, or the 30,000s?
Oh my
gosh. No, 3000s.
Oh my gosh, year 3000.
Yeah, we will not be living, thank God, because I don't know what the hell's really gonna happen. But
hey, speak for yourself.
Okay? I will. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck is gonna fucking happen by the 3000s, but at least y'all appreciate the shit we did in the meantime.
I was gonna say, just appreciate the history that we're making right here, right now.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So what was your favorite part of the episode, Jay?
Oh my gosh. I think my favorite part was probably describing our ideal guy.
Yeah.
I feel like we're giving snippets into something in the future for 2brownDots.
Yes.
And I love these types of conversations because it helps me, like, I feel like I'm manifesting something.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah.
I feel like we're getting close to something really great.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So I think I love talking about that and talking about ideal women that we are. I feel like I'm a very feminine person. And
do I consider myself feminine? I do. I'm definitely
I think
submissive.
you're feminine.
I think so too. I
well,
think
not
it's
just
like
submissive. I think you're a feminine person.
yeah, I think so too.
There's a lot
well,
more.
I'm an Aries, so like our energy is typically masculine. So I'm like, okay, but yeah, I can see it being feminine.
Yeah. I mean, even if it is like, if we were to look at percentage wise, if you felt that your feminine is really low compared to your masculine side, I still
Which I don't think so.
That's what I'm saying. Like, even if you felt that, I still think you're high, you're very, very feminine.
So I'm a very sensitive person. I might be tough on the outside, guys, but like on the inside,
you might be
I'm
loud
very
and proud, but
sensitive.
but that's the thing. Like, you're loud and proud, but what are you loud and proud about? You know?
It depends on my day.
Yeah.
Feminine shit.
I was gonna say you're feminine. All your feminine things. You're very loud and proud about it.
Yeah. I've never questioned myself on it, but I'm glad I've got that figured out right now on camera.
Michelle, what was your favorite part?
My favorite part was probably talking about what types of bitches there are, like, or going into like being an alpha female, because like I am like totally alpha.
Yeah.
Alpha. Yeah. I like that part.
Yes.
That's not it though.
Yeah.
So,
well, you guys.
Yeah.
So here's what we want to know.
What type of woman or what type of man do you think you are? Comment that down below. And in the meantime, definitely follow Bopd, Sphynx Nicole, and 2brownDots on IG, Facebook, and YouTube. And then, of course, 2brownDots is on Spotify and Google Podcasts.
Yes.
So check that out.
We're on all the wonderful things. Thank you for watching and tuning in.
Yes.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here.
And don't forget to tune in next Thursday at 8 p.m. Central Time, because that's when we be dropping this shit. We on episode 10, y'all, so keep up.
This is episode 10. I need like a thing. Do the celebration thing. Episode 10. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
Yes, we made it.
We did it. Okay.
So on that note,
Keep killing the game.
killing the game all the time.
And we're scooting out.
Scoot, scoot.
Scoot, scoot.
Oh my gosh.
You always have to pee.
Because I drink.
Like right at the end of this thing. You always have to piss.
say that? Like at the end of it?
The last one you said, I gotta pee. You definitely said it at the end of this one. Sadie, what the fuck?
She's so excited. She's just so excited.